you ever noticed that even when life finally slows down, you still can't relax? Emails are done, dinner is over, the kids are asleep, your calendar is finally clear. Nothing is demanding your attention anymore, and yet your shoulders are still tight, your jaw is clenched, and your mind is already searching for the next problem. You start thinking, what did I forget? What if tomorrow doesn't go as planned? I should probably get ahead. If you've ever experienced that, I want you to know something. You are probably not anxious because something is wrong. You're anxious because your body still believes you're in danger. And that's what we're talking about here today. I believe one of the biggest health challenges facing high performers isn't a lack of motivation, discipline, or resilience. It's that we've unknowingly trained our nervous system to believe that constant pressure is normal. We've become so good at surviving that we've forgotten how to feel safe. And the scary part is that survival mode doesn't always feel dramatic. It doesn't always look like panic attacks or emotional breakdowns. Sometimes it looks like being productive. It looks like answering emails at midnight. It looks like saying yes to everyone else, constantly putting yourself last. It even looks like being the strong one that everyone depends on. From the outside, people admire you. On the inside, your body is quietly paying the price. As someone who has spent years working with executives, entrepreneurs, and high achieving women, I've noticed something fascinating. The people who appear the calmest on the outside are often fighting the biggest battle on the inside. They're constantly thinking, planning, anticipating what's coming up next. Even when they're sitting on a beach, their brain is already back at work. Have you ever come across this situation? You're on vacation, but you still feel like you need another vacation when you come back. Or maybe you finally reach the weekend, but instead of feeling rested, you feel restless. You start cleaning the house, answering emails, organizing closets, or finding another project to keep yourself busy. You tell yourself you're just someone who likes being productive. Maybe, but maybe your nervous system has simply forgotten what rest actually feels like. Here's the biggest misconception about stress. Most people believe stress comes from having too much to do. They tell themselves, once I finish this project, I'll relax. Once this busy season is over, life will slow down. Once I hit that goal, everything will be different. But life doesn't work that way. There's always another deadline, another responsibility, another person who needs something from you. If your ability to feel calm depends on your schedule becoming empty, you'll spend your entire life waiting for a moment that never comes, because stress isn't only created by your environment. Eventually, it's created by your conditioning. Your nervous system learns your habits, it learns your pace, it learns your breathing, it learns how you respond to pressure. And after enough repetition, it begins treating those patterns as normal. Think about the way many people start their mornings. Before their feet even touch the floor, they're checking their emails. They're scrolling through messages. Their brain is immediately thinking about everything that needs to get done. Then they rush through breakfast, race through traffic, jump from meeting to meeting, skip lunch, answer emails while eating, and finally collapse on the couch at night, wondering why they're exhausted, but still can't switch off. Does that sound familiar? Because I know it does for me. Because if it does, your body has been receiving the exact same messages all day long. Stay alert, don't relax, we're not safe yet. The incredible thing about our brain is that it's always asking one simple question. Am I safe? Not am I successful? Or am I wealthy? Or did I finish my to-do list? Just one question. Am I safe? Your brain answers that question using information from your body, your breathing, your heart rate, your muscle tension, your posture, your digestion, and hormones. These are all signals constantly telling your brain whether it should prepare for danger or allow you to recover. That's why breathing is so powerful. It's one of the fastest ways to change the conversation between your body and your brain. Here's something most people don't realize. Your brain hasn't evolved much over the last 50,000 years. It doesn't know the difference between being chased by a predator and feeling overwhelmed by 20 unread emails. Obviously, your thinking brain knows the difference, but your survival brain responds to both as a potential threat. If your physiology keeps telling it that something isn't right, the shallow breathing, the tight shoulders, the racing heart, the clenched muscles, those signals tell your brain, stay ready. And when your brain hears that message over and over again, it keeps flooding your body with stress chemistry designed to help you survive. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. The problem is you were never meant to survive all day. You were designed to move in and out of stress. Our ancestors experienced danger in short bursts. A threat appeared, their body responded, the threat disappeared, then recovery began. Too many people experience dozens of these small, tiny stressors every single day without ever fully recovering from any of them. Your inbox becomes a threat. Traffic becomes a threat. Social media becomes a threat. Financial pressure, difficult conversations. None of these experiences are life-threatening. Wouldn't you agree? But your nervous system doesn't measure stress by logic. It measures stress by physiology. That's why two people can experience the exact same situation and respond completely different. One person walks into a difficult meeting feeling focused and confident. The other walks into the same meeting with sweaty palms, shallow breathing, and a racing heart. The meeting wasn't different. The nervous systems were. And here's what gives me so much hope. And I hope it does for you too. Your nervous system is not your personality. It's so trainable. The same way you've been unknowingly trained your body to stay in survival mode, you can intentionally teach it what safety feels like again. That's exactly what we're going to explore next, because once you understand what's actually happening inside your body, you'll stop blaming yourself for feeling anxious, and you'll finally have the tools to change it. Now that you understand what's happening, let's talk about why your body stays stuck in this survival mode long after the stressful moment has passed. Because this is where everything started to make sense for me. Most people think stress is a problem. It isn't. The real problem is lack of recovery. Think about the best athletes in the world. They train hard, but they recover just as hard. They understand that the body doesn't get stronger during workout. It gets stronger during the recovery. Your nervous system works exactly the same way. The sympathetic nervous system is your accelerator. It's designed to help you perform, solve problems, meet deadlines, and respond to challenges. We need it. Without it, you wouldn't have the energy to get through your day. But there's another side of this equation. Your parasympathetic nervous system is your brake. It's responsible for recovery, digestion, healing, creativity, connection, and quality sleep. The healthiest nervous systems don't stay in one gear. They move fluidly between the two, accelerate when it's needed, but recover or brake when it's over. The problem is that many of us never fully take our foot off the gas. We finish one meeting and immediately start thinking about the next one, right? Or we answer emails while eating lunch. Guilty. We scroll our phones while watching television. We bring our work home. We bring all of our work home. Our body never receives the message that the threat has ended. So imagine driving your car for years without ever stopping to refuel or service the engine. Eventually, something breaks. And not because the car was poorly designed, but because it was never meant to run continuously. Your body is no different. There is something researchers refer to as allostatic load. It's the cumulative wear and tear that builds up when your body is constantly adapting to stress without enough time to recover. You might not notice it at first. Then you start feeling tired even after a good night's sleep. You become more reactive. You lose patience more easily. You can't concentrate like you used to. Your digestion may change. Your sleep becomes lighter, so you're not even sleeping properly. Your motivation starts to disappear. Many people think they've actually suddenly become lazy. I don't believe that. I think their nervous system is simply exhausted. One of the biggest lies we've been sold is that rest has to be earned. We tell ourselves, I'll rest when everything is finished, when everything is complete. But when is everything ever completed? There is always another load of laundry to do, another email, another client to meet, another deadline, another project. If you keep waiting until life becomes calm before allowing yourself to recover, you'll spend years living in a body that never feels safe. This is exactly why I love teaching functional breathing. because your breathing isn't just supplying oxygen, it's providing information. Every breath is like a message to your brain. Fast, shallow breathing says, alert, stay alert. Slow, controlled breathing says the danger has passed. So, your breath is one of the few things you can consciously change that immediately influences your autonomic nervous system. Think about the last time you were startled. Maybe someone slammed on their brakes in front of you. What happened? Your breathing instantaneously changed. Your body tightened. Your heart rate probably increased. Now, think about the last time you sat beside the ocean, or watched a beautiful sunset, or held a sleeping baby. Your breathing probably slowed down without you even thinking about it. Your body softened for sure. Nothing magical happened here. Your physiology just changed. Your emotions followed. That's important because so many people are trying to think their way into feeling calm, but your nervous system doesn't always respond to your thoughts. It responds to signals from the body. That's why positive affirmations often don't work when someone is deeply dysregulated. If your body believes you're unsafe, your brain isn't interested in hearing everything is fine, all will be well. It wants evidence. Your breathing can provide that evidence. And here's what I want you to remember. Calm isn't something you think your way into. Calm is something you practice your way into. Every slow breath, every intentional pause, every moment you choose recovery instead of rushing, you are literally teaching your nervous system a new pattern. That's neuroplasticity. Thank you for listening, and I hope you share this with someone who may really benefit from the information that we shared today. Ciao for now.